What you're seeing here is not the showcase, this is just background footage. What you are about to see is a quick showcase of some of my favorite modded weapons from Boneworks. Each weapon in this video will be displayed for about 30 to 45 seconds, and I'll display sounds, mechanical qualities, and visual qualities. This is the first of a series of videos, and this is the Classic Rifles category. Everybody knows this weapon, so the creator had to be sure to get it right, and this is about as perfect as I could expect it to be. There are absolutely no flaws in this design from what I can see or hear. The sounds of loading and shooting are meaty. The textures of the wood and metal are simple and realistic, and the recoil is comparable to that of a real-world AK-47. Just bear in mind that I've never shot one on full auto before. This model of the M4 feels a little chunkier than a real M4 and other M4 mods in Boneworks, but it absolutely satisfies the urge for a bare bones, nothing but the essentials compact meat grinder. The firing sound is so much sharper and powerful than you would expect. Something about the metallic sheen is a little too matted, but overall it looks fantastic. The FAL is a heavy hitter with a 7.62 by 51 cartridge, and you can tell when you look at the beefy magazine. The visual aesthetics are very realistic, and if it looks crude, well, that's how it should be. While the damage dealt in the game appears to be a little on the lighter side, the feeling of that heavy round is still there even with the silencer. Something about this FAMAS is chunkier and more video game-like than I would expect, but I've never held one in real life. I'm not a huge fan of its visual aesthetics, but firing it is pretty close to what I would expect. The sound is as sharp as a tack. There's a full auto version available, but it has a slightly lower fire rate, and if I'm going with the FAMAS, I want the faster fire rate. The Galil is one of my personal favorite rifles of all time, and because of that, I think this mod could be a touch better all around, but it's still very high quality. The sound would be better suited for a bassier thud than the higher pitched quack, and the hand hovers slightly off of the barrel grip, but otherwise it's a great weapon. This particular model of the Galil fires a 5.56 cartridge, but I'll be damned if it doesn't feel like a 7.62. The M14 is another classic rifle that would be an absolute shame to get wrong, and it's not wrong. The wooden stock is everything I've ever dreamed of, and it feels as classic in VR as it does in real life. There's a select fire for full auto on the side, and just like the real automatic M14, it's a beast to control, but it's doable. We've seen the M16 in the official Boneworks campaign, and there are lots of other mods for it, but none as proper and as classic as this. Holding this makes me feel as if I've gone to US Army basic training, and the recoil of the 3-round burst is satisfying. The aesthetics are perfect except for the hovering hand. Like with any modern US rifle, I expect to be able to hold the lower receiver, so that's another box checked. The Ruger 1022 is an extremely common consumer rifle, and it's many people's introduction to rifles. It's dumb-looking, puny, oversimplified, and shoots like a pellet gun, which is exactly why I like it. The 1022 is that one friend that you can jokingly hurl insults at. It's a gun that you don't feel bad about dropping. It's a gun that you need to spam bullets for, and it requires your skill to compensate for its lack of firepower. The best way to have fun with a real 22 is to let it rip, and it's so much fun to mag dump a single enemy in Boneworks 2. That's all of the classic rifles that I want to show off in this video. There will be a video tomorrow about the new Boneworks 1.6 Hover Junkers update, and a video next week following up the series with the tactical rifles and SMGs. Today's video didn't include all of the recommended classic rifles. There are a ton of modded weapons for Boneworks, and the good ones can easily get lost in the haystack of lesser quality ones. I've compiled a list of many of the great and or fun ones, and I've categorized them for easy selection. You can find that list in the description of this video. Currently there are 83 on the spreadsheet, and it will continue to grow as more mods are released. I'm looking forward to following through with this series, and if you have any suggestions for it, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the Boneworks 1.6 video.